Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mirta Rahmat Harrison. In this video, I will talk about my answer about the final exam of numerical method. Uh, for the first of all, we have to do the muhasabah or self-evaluation for measuring realistically. I've answered that we just passed our numerical method about house semester with Mr. Dai in this class. I have made many experience that Mr. Dai teach us about numerical methods such as conscious thinking at first week. Conscious thinking is a condition where we are really focused into something we really interested in. Mr. Dai also introduced us into the five frameworks that consist of intention, initial thinking, idealization, and instruction set. With this framework, I have made about 11 videos using this, and I think this framework make me solve the problem and exercise easily. I have also put my effort to gain my understanding about numerical method by attending each scheduled class and engage seriously. I am also asking Mr. Zai if I have wonder about something it can prove by every class. I need to ask Mr. Zai for once every class. More important things it could gain my consciousness is by complete the assignment that Mr. Zai told us to do. For addition, I also have done some tugas sukarela about simulating, watching YouTube about optimization to get better about my skill in numerical methods. So I think I feel deserving of a good grade because I have done all of this. I also want to express my gratitude for Mr. Zai and also his assistant for Mr. Rido and Miss Ila for teaching us all of this to us. Then we have to and also Mr. Zai give us this question. Maybe it's not a question that it's about a file that consists student version military application of Spring Mass system, and it consists about uh, five questions and have a branch each about the question itself. So I have answered all of this, and I answer this with uh, the five concept. With the first one is intention. I have the intention general like thanks for Allah Subhanahu wa Taala to accepting me to study at University of Indonesia. I will try my best to contribute at a future of Indonesia by focusing on the current problem about application of the Springwell system in the military to understand this problem using numerical method. And then I have the initial thinking. Uh, for the we look at this file. We have a lot of information about the military grade suspension. This is we have the differential equation to the spring mass system, and also the engineer should choose which shock is the best for the use of the military grades. Then let's go to the answer. For the initial thinking of the mass of loaded trailer is around 1800 kilograms, and the displacement of the shocks before loading is about 3 centimeters. And the shock specification, we have three shocks here. The first one is Aerocoaster, have a K around 220 Newton per meter, and the B or the uh, damping coefficient have around 100 Newton second per meters, and the second one code of the cold riders. The suspension have the spring constant around 59 Newton per meter, and the damping coefficient or the B about 1050. And the last one is the extreme shocks. It has 170 to the spring constant, and the damping coefficient it has about 1110 Newton second per meters. Okay. Then we have the spring mass vehicle. It's equal to mass vehicle minus suspension and wheel, or it called the unsprung mass. Assuming mass vehicle and any forcing function on the suspension are evenly distributed, suspension system can be treated as one shock. Rockwell Collins Satellite Transportation Terminal, or we can call it STT, is an combat-proven transportable Earth terminal is designed to establish secure voice, video, and data communication virtually anywhere. So it should be withstand at any condition. Uh, for the idealization, I have the sum of differential equation from the file that Mr. Dai gave to us. It it contains about the differential equation of the mass. It m the quadrat x per dt quadrat plus b dx per dt plus kx and it's equals to ft. And then we have the xt for the displacement from the rest position and have m and the is mass of the vehicle and b for the damping constant, k for the spring constant, ft for the external forces, and we have to find the critical damp value. Critical damp value it's or we can call the BC, and it equals to 2 roots mk. And for the xt, it has the xht plus xpt. For the ft, from the file, it call it around 200 sin for omega t. And then we can continue to the instruction set. In this part, I will answering this problem each number. For the first model of the suspension system of STT trailer, while it's loaded with using these three different shocks, determine the critically damped value for each shocks. For the first one is air coaster. We can using the B critical and then substitute the M and K of the air coaster, and we can have this answer like this. And it when we compare it with the actual dam, it is under dam. For the cloud riders, we have the B critical around 641.77 Newton, and when we compare to the actual it have been the overdam because the B actual is around 1050 Newton. For the extreme shocks, it has the critical dam value around 1105.5040 newtons, and for the B actual is around 1110 newton. Then we have the conclusion that it's slightly over them. So for the answer itself, we can have the best shocks. We can have the best shocks because the critical dam value of the extreme shocks it close to the B actual, so it will be the best shock maybe. And for the number B, we can solve the spring mass system for each shocks. The equation is about 1800. For the equation, it has been written in this paper, and then we have the air coaster, cold riders, and extreme shocks for like this. And then we can continue the XT. We can be writing using the numerical method, so we can have the equation for the air coaster have equation like this, and the cloud riders have equation like this, and the extreme shocks we have this. And then for the C, discuss the model of the shocks evolved by the damping behavior and sustainability for protecting the satellite. For the air coaster, the system will oscillate with decreasing amplitude over time, not ideal for sensitive equipment due to potential oscillation. For the cloud riders, over them, system will return to equilibrium without oscillating, and then more stable but slower response time. For the extreme shocks, it it is slightly over them. The system will quickly return to equilibrium with minimal oscillation, provides a good balance between it. And then for the question number 2, we can read from this paper that Mr. Dai give us. So for the 2A, we can have the equation of the non-homogeneous, for the non-homogeneous, right? Basically, non-homogeneous is a homogeneous equation plus the FT. So we can know that FT is 200 sin for T. So we can just uh, substitute it for the FT, and then we have the answer like this. For the B question, we have to find max or minimal displacement. We can find it by dxt, which solve the homogeneous equation first, and then to determine the best shocks for the suspension system, how well its shocks minimize displacement, and for the stability of the system. And for the equation, we have the answer that solve homogeneous equation for each shock absorbers. We can know the answer for the air coasters is this equation, and then we can know the XPT is A sin 4t plus B cos 4t. And then for the homogeneous, it's about 1,800 minus 16A sin 4 45t mean 6 minus 16 B cos 4t. And then for the cloud riders, we can substitute the B and K numbers, and then we have the XPT by using the non-homogeneous system, by the homogeneous system that we can have the XPT about A sin 4t plus B cos 4t. And the homogeneous equation is 1,800 minus 16A sin 4t minus 600B cos 4t. For the extreme shocks, we have the equation like this. And we can continue to the max and or minimum displacement for the air coaster. We can have the R by using the rumus that we can know for the using the roots of the homogeneous equation. Then we can have the equation for the air coaster is about like this. And for the cloud riders, we have the equation like this, and then we can have the extreme shocks like this. For the conclusion, extreme shocks may be the best choice for the STT suspension. And sorry for forgetting to number 1 and B. We can know that solve the spring mass for each shock with the given damping value and also with the critical damp value for each shock. Plot the solution with the given damping value and the solution with the critical damp value together. So we can now we have the graph, the plot that shows the observed value versus fitted values. So the observed value is the blue point, and for the fitted value is red line. So the observed value is around uh, dia tuh bakal berkumpul di antara red line ini, so that it concludes that it have the best solution. And for the number three, we can have the premium shocks calculation the K, by the K, it's about the 25 Newton per meters, and for the B, it's zero. So have the shock doesn't have the damping value. Then we can substitute it with the initial value problem, and then we can have this equation. And for the homogeneous, like will be like this. And for the characteristic equation, we can have the XHT and then the HPT2. Then we can have the C number. It's about 200 per 225 minus 20, 28,800 omega quadrat. And for the XT, we can have this, and then we can have the conclusion that XT is about 200 sin 40 omega, 4 omega t per to the 25 minus to 28,800 omega quadrat. And we can have identify the critical frequency, and we have the omega, it's about 0.02029 and 5. And then you also can have the equation, and not the equation, but it will be like the graphic that shows it. Okay, we can run it first. It's for the number TNC, so it's the displacement versus the time for the different frequencies. It shows that the system shows that it have a marginally stable because it have the sinusoidal graphic, right? So it will be not so very good comparing to the extreme shocks that it has the minimum oscillation. So we can continue to the number four. For the number four, we can we get the some data for the solve the initial problem and something, and we can have the number four is about put the data of the phenomenon on and describe the behavior of the trailer. So the STT will be carried by the trailer, and then we should find the phenomenon and behavior of the trailer itself. Basically, I have I have this code, and I will run with Google Colab, but it doesn't have the correct graphic that I want. But I just asked my friend, but it shows in his code that I wondering maybe I have uh, do something wrong about this code. But yeah, we can get better after it. Then we can have the number four is will be like this, and for the number 4b, we can have the omega n, it's equal to root k per meters. And the data for that we have is M equal to 4,000, K for 5,000, and F for 300. It will be the equation is about mx. The equation will be like this, and then the initial condition will be like this. And by the data, we can have the table with using this equation and the condition x like this. And for the modeling numerical methods, we have something like this, and we can get the SSE, and will be like this, right? And this is for the number C, evaluate hypothesis of the resonance orbits. We can have this omega n equals to 1.118 radian per second. And for the omega f, it have the basic 1 radian per second. And and we have the conclusion that resonance is reasonable. And for the plot system responsible for large amplitude of oscillation and indicating resonance orbits. For the D, we have the evaluate the structural integrity concerning shock extension or compressible compression limit. We should the shock should have this two kayak syarat gitu sih. Jadi kayak for the maximum displacement it's about 0.5 meters, and for the X max it's should be greater than the half of meter. And then the conclusion is the structural is compromised based on the Python. The structure of the trailer is at risk. For the rock train, uh, it should be like this. We can have this data, and then we can should find the equation like this. And then we should using this Laplace method, and then we can have this XS, and then using the pattern will be shown, but I have uh, delete this code, then I can find the real one. So I'm sorry for my mistake that I've been really yeah, like that lah. And then for the 5B, we can have the maximum and minimum displacement. It will be shown at my video of the final exams. Uh, so my friend just give me this equation so we can use it. And then for the note, I have used study about this too, but I can run it clearly. So let's try it though, but it can run right. So I just wondering why it should not run. And then we can continue about this 5C, the structural integrity for the maximum exit of 2 meters. Sorry, for the maximum exit of 0.2 meters, the structural integrity of truck will be speed over rock train or increase the damping coefficient to prevent structural damage. And for the last one is the question for Mr. Dave just gave us the video, and then we can watch it that Elon Musk have attending the podcast that he asked by the presenter that if you can ask one question to the AGI, what it will be you ask her. And then Elon Musk just thinking like it's so hard to find the really ones he will be asked, right? But then he will be asked the question that what's outside the simulation. So basically, what is AGI itself? AGI refers to a type of artificial intelligence that can understand, learn, and apply knowledge across a wide range of tasks at a level comparable to or exceeding that of humans. This is in contrast to current AI, which is typically specialized and excels at specific tasks, but lacks the versatility and generality of human intelligence. AGI that is uh, about 1,000 times more powerful than current AI would imply an extraordinary leap in capability. This means such an AGI could process information, solve problems, and learn new skill at a rate and breadth, for suppressing any human or existing AI system. So, what's the impact of the AGI itself, right? AGI have so much potential impact than that 1,000 times more powerful than current AI, such as for the scientific and technology, and then about the economic transformation, social ethical consideration, education and knowledge, and many more. So, believe in God and adherence to moral and ethical principles there from religious teaching can play a crucial role in guiding the development and application of AGI. Many people believe that divine guidance and a sense of accountability to a higher power. Elon Musk's interest in this question stems from his fascination with the simulation hypothesis, the idea that our reality might be a simulated environment created by a more advanced civilization, asking an AGI what's outside the simulation reflects a curiosity about the fundamental nature of our reality and existence. Sorry. Based on the current scientific knowledge and philosophical inquiry, the concept of outside simulation touches on profound metaphysical question. If we are indeed in a simulation, the nature of reality outside it could be beyond our comprehension, involving higher dimensional construct or different physical laws. Furthermore, our belief in God and the moral guidance it provides reinforces to our commitment to using AGI ethically and responsibly. We also inspired by the divine to seek truth and understanding, while ensuring that AGI serves the greater good exploration in both theoretical, physical, and advanced AI researchers may provide deeper insight of time. Thank you for this video that you are watching me. Thank you very much. Also to Mr. Dai that teaching us about this semester. Basically, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.